Franklin Public Library. Welcome to another book talk video. We know that choosing your next great read can be a little bit difficult when things are a bit different. So each week we put out these short videos all about new library books and great library reads to help you find your next read. Today, I thought I'd talk about some of my favorite chapter books from when I was a kid. And I hope that some of you find them enjoyable. My first book that I'm going to talk about is a series called Judy B Jones. Some of you might be familiar with it, some of you may not be. This is a perfect book for kids about age 5 and up. It's great if you are a parent and you want to read it out loud to your child, or if you're a child who's just starting to get ready for chapter books. Judy B is a precocious kindergartner who has lots of adventures. She's sometimes a little bit naughty and a little bit sassy, but she's a really good friend, and she's also really awful at spelling, but she's still learning. And these books are laugh out loud funny. Even getting ready for this video, I read a little bit and I forgot how funny Judy B is. So definitely check these books out. They're by Barbara Park. You'll find them in our fiction section, and you don't have to start at number 1. You can really start anywhere in the series and you'll find it enjoyable. So the next book I'm going to talk about is actually 3 books. It's a trilogy by Pearson, and the first book in this trilogy is called The Sky is Falling, and then we have Looking at the Moon, and lastly, the Let's Go On Again. The Let's Go On Again can really easily be read as a standalone book, but if you want to read all 3, then I highly recommend them. This series starts when Nora is 10 and Gavin is 5, and they're sent to Canada to live with a host family while the war is going on, Second World War, so that they're safe. And they live in Toronto, and of course this is a really difficult adjustment. In book 2, Looking at the Moon, they're really well adjusted, and they've been in Canada for a couple of years now, and they go to their family cottage up in Muskoka, so it's got a little bit of a local touch to it. And of course they meet lots of fun people at the cottage, and they build lots of relationships. And in the third book, The Lights Go On Again, this is the first book that's told from Gavin's perspective. The first 2 are told from Nora's. Gavin is now 10 years old and Nora is 15, close to 16. The war has ended, and they're faced with the question of should they go home back to their family. A lot has changed with their family back home, and while Nora is really eager to get back to England, Gavin isn't quite sure that he wants to leave his family in Toronto and his family in Canada behind. Canada is really all he's known, and so he kind of questions if he should go. Again, I think that this book is really great. These books are really great. I loved these books when I was a kid. I would really recommend them for like age 10 and 11 up. And these Penguin Classics are great because the back is filled with a great glossary of terms and historical information about kids who came to Canada to stay safe during the war. And then the final book that was one of my favorite books when I was a kid, and it still remains one of my favorite books, is called Tuck Everlasting by Natalie Babbitt. And this is the story of a girl named Winnie, who I think is 10 years old. And Winnie makes friends with a family, the Tucks, who a long time ago, about 90 years before, drank out of a well that gave them everlasting life. So they're immortal, and they've never aged. Their son, while he's 104, still looks like he's 19 years old. And so she becomes friends with them, and this is quite different from her like sleepy little life in her small town of Tree Gap. And together they kind of have to outrun someone who's looking for this well, and of course Winnie has to decide if she's going to drink from the well too and have a life forever. These are just a few of my favorite chapter books from when I was a kid, but I have lots of more favorites that are on the shelves here at the library, and I'd love to chat with you about them. So make sure you chat with me if you're looking for a book next time you're in. I hope you found a great read today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!